As a natural instinct, human beings always wanted to travel faster and faster. And for this quest of speed, we have compromised a lot, even our own lives. With increasing number of automobiles and increasing speeds, the number of accidents have increased manifold. Aggressive driving has always been around, but with increasing number of automobiles on limited roads, the speed is turning out to be a killer monster. More than 12 lakh people in India lost their life to road accidents in past 10 years. India has the dubious distinction of leading the world in road crash deaths, that is 10% of total global accident deaths with just 1% of world's automobiles. By 2013, India had a road network of about 46 lakh kilometers, that is the second largest road network in the world, at 0.66 kilometer of roads per square kilometer of land. In this way, the density of India's road network is similar to that of United States, which is 0.65 and far higher than China and Brazil at 0.2 km per square kilometer. These two facts indicate that in spite of lesser cars and sufficiently long road network, the higher number of accidents are the result of wrong driving. National Crime Records Bureau data tells us that out of over 4.5 lakh accidents during 2014, 88.6% were caused by overspeeding or careless driving. According to the data in 2005, for each 1000 events of road accidents, 252 people lost their lives, and in 2014, for every 1000 events of road crashes, 314 people lost their lives. Simply put, the road accidents are becoming more and more fatal. Of over 12 lakh people who died in road accidents in last 10 years, half of them lost their life to treatable injuries. That means they could have been saved. In an eye-opener survey conducted recently, it says that 88% of bystanders hesitate to help a road crash victim because of the legal hassles and fear of police harassment. Whereas the ministry has issued guidelines for protection of helping hands, and these are: if a person who is not an eyewitness moves an injured person to the nearest hospital, he or she should not be questioned and should be allowed to leave immediately. Good Samaritans should be exempted from civil and criminal liabilities. Those who inform the police or emergency services about a person lying injured on the road should not be forced to reveal their personal identity. In case a person who has voluntarily stated that he or she is an eyewitness to the accident is required to be questioned for the purpose of investigation, but the questioning will take place only once. Standard operating procedures will be developed in 60 days to ensure that the rescuer is not harassed, intimidated or hassled by the police or courts. Technology such as video conferencing should be used to examine the witness. All registered public and private hospitals cannot detain or demand money for registration and admission of the injured unless the person who has brought the victim is his or her relative. All hospitals designate a minimum of 2% of its annual profits towards the free treatment for the injured. I doubt that this provision is complied with. But you, yes you, being a privileged member of the society and having seen this video, can inquire about this provision in any private hospital. Lack of response by doctors in an emergency situation pertaining to road accidents shall constitute professional misconduct and suitable disciplinary action will be taken. All hospitals will put up a notice in their entrances in English, Hindi and vernacular languages of their state or union territories stating that no Good Samaritan will be asked to provide his or her personal details or pay money for the admission of the victim. But this too is not being complied with in most of the hospitals. And just the thought of the fact that we could have saved all those precious lives which we lost to the apathy of the bystanders just because they feared legal hassles is just pathetic. But we can save many lives in future. So guys, never let an accident victim to die and drive safe.